everyone. So I haven't talked about luxury goods in a really long time, specifically handbags, shoes, that kind of thing. We talk about high-end makeup from time to time, but I'm talking luxury handbags, designer shoes, that sort of thing. My friend Amanda, Luxe Mommy, recently did her best and worst luxury purchases. If you're not following her, let's fix that right now. She's amazing. She was one of my roommates at the Rewards Doll Conference. Love Amanda, hoping to see her in Houston soon. But anyway, she inspired me to make my own version of that video. So I have my top 5-ish favorite luxury purchases and my top 5 regrets. So a long time ago, my mother-in-law said, let's stop while we're all still having fun. So I'm gonna start with the worst and end with the best. So starting with the, let's just say regrets. The first is the Louis Vuitton Speedy 30, I think, in the Damier Azur print. The regret is this. I got this as one of my presents for my 40th birthday, and I didn't really think about it. This was kind of an impulse buy. I like the concept, but I realized I'm really not a top handle only kind of girl where you can only do this or hold it in the crook of your arm. And at this point, they didn't make the bandolier style where you could hook the crossbody part to both ends. I could probably take this in and have holes punched in it or something like that. And yes, I could take a strap and kind of hook it to one of these and one of these, but it's not quite the same effect. It looks a little strange. So I don't find myself reaching for it just because it's kind of a pain in the rear end. The other thing is, while you can hold 8 million things in this cavern, you can hold 8 million things in this cavern. So I tend to lose whatever I put in here. I love the print. I absolutely love this. I want to get some more pieces in the Damier Azur print, but this isn't as functional as I would have liked it to be. So this is the Balenciaga. I think it's the classic city bag. I think, because I don't have the tags anymore. And here's why. I love the color and I love the casualness of this bag a lot. I love the outer pocket. I can put my phone in here. It does come with a really nice crossbody strap that I took off because I was hand carrying it. What I don't love, and this is why you really need to do your research before you buy a bag. Again, this was more of an impulse buy. I don't love this. I mean, look at this. There's no shape to this bag. I can smush this into the tiniest little, probably shouldn't be doing this, but I don't love how smushy it is. I very much need to find a bag shaper for this bag, and then I'm confident I would carry this around a lot more. But because it's such a slouchy, no structure bag, everything that's in it just slides everywhere. There is an interior zip pocket and 2 slip pockets, but because there's no structure to the bag, everything falls out. So it's not the most user-friendly bag. I've not found a bag shaper that I love for this. If you know of a good one for, I think, the Balenciaga City, it's not the Velo. I think it's the Classic City. Let me know. Also, if you can tell me what the heck, which one is this? What version of the Balenciaga handbag is this? Please let me know. Love the cardinal red. I don't think they make it in this exact color match anymore. Just wish it were a little more, less squishy. Let's end the regrets with 2 pairs of shoes. The first pair of shoes were my very first luxury purchase. They are from Jimmy Choo. I remember exactly when I bought these. I was in Las Vegas in the Venetian shops and saw the Jimmy Choo store, and this was when Sex and the City was still going on, and I just had to have them. And then I saw how much all those shoes cost, so I went with the ones that were on sale. So these are, I think they're called the Egans. I don't even know. First of all, what was I thinking? Like, who's wearing who wears brown shoes? I don't know that I've ever seen someone walk around in a shoe this color. It's a pretty shoe. It has the sling back, and generally, sling backs are not the most comfortable for me. It's a nice pointy toe, which I love. But what I didn't think about, and maybe walk around the store enough in them, what I didn't think about was because of where the cutouts are placed and because my pinky toe is particularly shorter than the other toes, as I'm wearing this shoe and my foot slides forward into the toe box, my pinky toe actually slides out. It doesn't stay inside this little area, and it starts getting pulled out and wedged up against the strap. So it ends up kind of getting almost dislocated and jammed out. It'll catch on. It's gross. I know. Anyway, so I never wear these. I never reach for these. But it's a shame. They're very pretty shoes. Because they are murder on my toes, I never wear them. And then the last regret was Another impulse buy. So what are we learning here? Do your research. These are a pair of Christian Louboutins, and they are the Pigalle 100 Kid in nude, kid leather. And you're going to understand why this was an impulse buy in the next part of this, the ones that I love. I had already had a pair of Louboutins that I love. And when I went to the store to get them in more of a nude color, they didn't have the exact model. So I just said, well, what's the closest thing? And it was the Pigalle. Well, you need to know your shoes because the Pigalle is a very different shoe type than the one that I'm going to show you in a minute. And when I wear these, I don't know if it's the pitch, if it's the way that the toes are enclosed, but I can put this on and just be laying down. I don't even have to stand up for them to hurt. Just the act of putting this on my feet makes it feel like they're tiny little knives stabbing in my toes. It kills me. I don't know why I'm holding on to these shoes, but it's like I've invested a lot on these, and I'm just hoping that one day they are magically comfortable. So speaking of magically comfortable shoes, I know this sounds like an oxymoron, but these were my first Christian Louboutin shoes, and these are incredibly comfortable. Let me show you. These are a model that the last time I checked were never available in the United States. Sometimes you can find them in Europe, but I don't live in Europe, so these are the Décoltissimo 100 Napa leather in black. These shoes are shaped very similarly to the Pigalle, not quite the same. I think they have more toe cleavage, I think. Same height, same, general shape, but these are the most comfortable pumps that I own. I could walk miles in these shoes. I have no idea why. So if you can get your hands on a Décoltissimo, I highly recommend checking them out. I have been told that these have a wider toe box across the front here. So for those of us that don't have little tiny ballerina feet, these are great. But the Décoltissimo is particularly better suited for people with wider feet. Now the rest of these, like I said, that was definitely not a regret. That was one of my top luxury choices. Another favorite luxury purchase was this. This is my current bag that I'm carrying. It is the Louis Vuitton Neverfull MM in the Damier Ebene. It's a great bag. It's the perfect size. I like this over the GM because this is more of an everyday tote. I'm just gonna set her down right here. Whereas I feel like the GM is super huge and pretty big. Now with this one, as you know, if you've been watching for a while, I do have like a purse shaper organizer in here. Here we go. That makes it a lot easier because it is like a cavernous tote. There's still stuff in here. This was the second half of my 40th birthday gift. It was this bag and then the Speedy and actually one more piece you're going to see in a minute. So it was a big weekend, that 40th birthday weekend. But anyway, I love this bag. It is so handy. It's a casual bag, but because of of the print, I feel like it's a little more dressed up. It would be a great work tote. It's a great travel piece. I wish, if I could change one thing, I wish it zipped. It doesn't zip. That's okay. But it's a great piece, and it's a great size, and it's one of my most carried bags in my collection, period. The last piece of my 40th birthday gifts, which is a favorite luxury purchase, is this Louis Vuitton. It's a bag charm, a keychain, call it what you will. This exact color combination is no longer available, I think, but they make all kinds that are similar to this. It is a rather expensive purchase for what it is, but it's so versatile. I love that it has this big hook here so I can take it off and add it to any bag. Generally, I only put it on my Louis Vuitton bags, but you can put it on anything you want. I took it off to show you, but generally I just stick it just right on the front of the bag there. I can put it on my Speedy. It's just a great, fun little extra that just dresses up any bag. So I'm really, really pleased with that purchase. I love it. The next favorite luxury purchase is this bag. I'm sure you are so sick. I wear this so much. This is kind of my go-to casual evening bag, fun bag. This was another birthday present, actually. This is obviously from Gucci. It has a bunch of names. It's, I think, the Emily bag, the Soho Disco bag. This bag is still available for purchase. This particular color is no longer available, and that's one of the things I love the most about this bag, this metallic kind of pewtery shade. It's a beautiful bag. If you want a dupe for this bag, the Gigi New York Madison bag is the same size and shape and similar tassel. It just doesn't have the GG. I love, what I do like is, yes, it has the maybe not so subtle branding here, but I also like that maybe if I don't want it, it's easily worn with the emblem facing inside, and then it's just a nice bag. It's deceptively larger than it looks. You can fit quite a bit. Everything you need for a night out and then some. It's great for sightseeing. It's a little dressy, but if you're, tight on space when you're packing and you need one crossbody, one bag that you could wear pretty much to everything day and night, because of the size, shape, and this particular metallic finish, I think this can do in a lot of places. It's also quite packable, so if you are limited on space, oftentimes I will put this in my luggage and stuff it with my intimates or all of my jewelry, or it is still small enough that I can just leave it empty and stick it in my carry-on bag and like put my wallet in there if I want to, and then it doesn't take up any space. And then my last favorite luxury purchase that I want to share with you is from a brand nobody talks about on YouTube. I never see it mentioned anywhere. It is by the brand Mulberry, and it is a lily bag. This one's empty, so she's a little smushed. I actually got this. I desperately wanted this bag, and nobody in the US had it. None of the Mulberry stores carried it. It was very limited availability. In this brand at the time had very limited availability in the US. Well, it was the year we were going to Scotland. I knew they had Mulberry stores in Edinburgh. That was our first stop. So I actually called long distance to the Mulberry store in Edinburgh and asked them if they had, I think this is the medium lily in this color combination. They had one left. They put it on hold for me. We got off the airplane after flying a red eye, left our luggage because we couldn't check in yet, left our luggage with the bellman in the lobby, and then walked to the Mulberry store to pick this thing up. It was kind of funny. It is reminiscent in shape and size to the jumbo, not the jumbo, but those classic Chanel bags. Not that it is one, it's not quilted, but it's a similar concept. I love the Mulberry hardware, but I love the latch, and I love that the strap is adjustable. I can wear it, long or short. And then the inside is quite functional. There is a zipper pocket here, a large open compartment, and then a slip, pretty large and deep slip pocket in the very, very front right there. And it's just, I don't carry this as an everyday casual bag, although I absolutely could, but I do grab for this for like a more formal luncheon, a formal daytime thing, meetings, anything where I want a more formal structured bag. This is my funeral purse. That is one of my favorites, and I don't know why we never talk about Mulberry. It's definitely a luxury brand, and I love their leathers and I love their hardware, and it's a great brand. Those are my top 5 regrets and my top 5 favorite purchases in the luxury category. I don't have that many regrets. Those are not just my top, well, are they 5? I think I only had 4 regrets. Those are not just the top ones. Those are my only ones, because most of the time I really, really do research, mull over it, look at the piece. I've been sitting on the concept of buying a Chloe Faye bag for years. It's just, if you're going to invest that kind of money, it's hard to pull that trigger unless you know, yes, this is the bag, because I'm just that kind of person. Once I buy it, I don't resell it. I want to have it. So I haven't picked up any luxury in a while. Might be time to change that soon. We shall see. I was researching the Louis Vuitton Pochette Matisse for the longest time. I really wanted that beige leather in the papyrus, but then in the research it shows that it rubs and there's wear. So to see what I mean, like, I can find a way to talk myself out of buying so many of those luxury bags. So anyway, I'm still on the lookout for a more structured beige nude leather bag for more like a daytime formal event that is just a little more functional, that I could use as a crossbody in day to day, but that can swing into a little more formal if needed. So that's why that Chloe Faye looked really, really appealing. Anyway, like I said, those are my top 5 and the only regrets I have in luxury purchases. Share below what are your top picks and regrets if you've done any luxury shopping. And if you have any advice on that handbag that I'm looking for, please share those ideas below as well. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thanks, Amanda, for inspiring me on this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.